Before Update 5.5 was released for World of Tanks Blitz, the T-150 was a tech tree Russian Tier 6 heavy tank. And honestly, I really liked it being in the tech tree. I think it definitely fits more in line with the KV-3 than the KV-2 does. And I honestly have no clue why Wargaming ever thought this tank should have been removed from the game. It was fun to play, and I really enjoyed it. So I was quite disappointed when they did remove it in Update 5.5, and they haven't ever brought it back. The only way to have gotten this tank was playing the game many years ago when it was in your garage. Thankfully, I did have the tank in my garage at the time. When it comes to the Titan T-150, which is the Battle Pass tank that most of you probably already watched other YouTuber videos on, I really don't think much special of it. In fact, I'm just going to buy the $5 Battle Pass, and I'm not even going to make a video on the Titan because there's nothing special about it. Armor-wise, I've looked on Armor Inspector, and it's literally exactly the same as the T-150. There's almost no differences. So that side of the tank, there's no benefit. When it comes to the gun, sure, your dispersion's a bit better, but overall your aiming time's just about exactly the same. You've got the same gun depression and, well, worse penetration and worse alpha by 110. I mean, sure, your DPM's a little bit more, but who cares when your alpha is 200? It's an 85mm. That is so lame for a vehicle like the T-150 that normally carries the ZIS, which is the other gun that you can run on the KV-2, that actually has very nice standard pen and as well some very good premium pen. I'm just disappointed in the Titan T-150, and that's why I'm not even bothering to play in the tank. Instead, we're going to play in the former Soviet glory, the T-150. Now, if you wanted to know how to ever get your hands on this vehicle, honestly, the only way that it would possibly come out is through the Season Coins event. Wargaming does tournaments every now and then, and they give you seasonal coins, and what I've noticed is that, like, this month they've got the Type 62 Dragon and the T-44-85 for free, but previously they had the KV-13, so it's possible they could bring back the T-150 as a sort of reward, but I doubt it. It's a very rare tank to find. Either way, here we have a Tier 6 battle, and we're up against Tier 5, so this is a pretty good situation. The T-150 is fast, it's got good gun depression and a very high alpha. It does have a terrible gun, though, and armor-wise, it's not great. The turn's about 180, so you can get bounces here and there, but it's not like you're going to be getting a lot of bounces everywhere. And when it has to do with, like, the hull armor, it's okay. It's basically like a KV-1 that's just a little bit souped up here and there, so it's not bad. But the mobility is very nice, and that's one thing I do really like about this tank, is being able to get up to your top speed of 35 quite quickly. So we're going to make our way into base A. We're going to capture it. Maybe there's somebody crossing over here, like this KV. Boom! You can see the dispersion is absolutely horrific. Like, this is one of the worst dispersion values I've ever seen. Judging that it is a... Ooh, we got pen there. That sucks. But yeah, judging that this is only a 107mm, you'd think the dispersion's a bit better, but I guess that's what you expect for a Tier 6 heavy tank. We got the KV-2 off to the side, and yeah, there you go, dispersion moment again. Well, we're reloading, and there you go, nice shots. Now, this KV-2 looks like he's just going full balls to the walls, which could suck for me. So I'm going to back up here. Let's get a shell into the KV-2. Let's over-angle it. There you go, and we got a nice bounce. Sweet. So now I'm going to put on my adrenaline. Looks like nobody's over here, and obviously I out-reload the KV-2 quite easily, so let's get another tap into his vehicle. There you go, another 280 damage. This is basically just an armored version of a KV-2. That's how you should think of this tank. It's very good at side scraping, and unless this KV-2 fires an HE shell, probably won't pen me. Same for that KV there. So we're just going to side scrape in this tank. Angle, angle, angle. Oh my god, this guy's really, really bad. I mean, if he pens me, it's sheer luck. Yeah. So he did pen me, but definitely a skill issue on his part. We'll get one more shell into his tank, but we honestly are probably gonna die here. My teammates aren't doing the best of jobs to cover me, but there you go. Nice bounce from the VK-36. Let's back up and let's load a premium shell right into his vehicle. We do have the SU on my side, but there you go. Another nice bounce. We're getting some bounces here and there. Hopefully that SU-100 doesn't come up behind me. Let's reload, and maybe we can get another nice pen on his tank. Just exposed the rear of my tank a little bit too much. But hey, we did pretty good. We did about 1,800 damage, and to be fair, with my team staying so far back, I can't expect the most, especially with a stock Tier 6 medium. But it looks like we're going to win this quite easily. I was able to hold off the enemy long enough, and we still dealt about 1,800 damage. Not a bad chunk or shout for, again, a Tier 6 vehicle. I mean, 1,800 is the average a lot of people do in Tier 10, so not bad at all. And, yeah, I really like the T-150. I've always had a love for it. unfortunately, my team didn't really support me all too much there. I definitely played a bit aggressive. I was just very surprised, honestly, that the KV2 penned me. Is that his shot there in my engine deck? Oh, don't tell me he actually hit my engine deck. I mean, I can't see any other spot that I would have been penned, so imagine that he was shooting at me, missed, and hit my engine deck. Wow, my luck must be absolutely horrific. But either way, let's see if we can do another battle in this tank and do pretty well. Here we are loading into our second battle. Now this is a tier 7 game, so obviously a lot trickier when it comes to tanks we're fighting. The Tankenstein has the ability to take off about half my hit point pool, and vehicles like the T-23E3 and SU-152 are pretty deadly as well, both having either really high alpha or incredible DPM. And my T-29 is going towards C, which is not great. Please turn around, please, yes! Alright, so I gotta be careful here. I gotta be careful. As I said, the armor's not fantastic on that tank. We obviously saw that in the last battle. It's good. You can get some very nice side scrapes out. That's one thing the KVs are always known for. But when it comes to the lower plate, it's not good at all. So I'm just going to be careful. We do have a stayer, though. So I believe in the stayer. He will get the ultimate skill for the team. So I'm going to drive up. We'll see what I can do. Somebody's pushed into base B, and it had to have been at least a decently fast tank. No way the Tankenstein or ARL got there. Definitely had to be a tank either like the Cryos or maybe a T-23E3. So I'm going to continue pushing up. Looks like nobody went towards A side. Speed is key. We got the T-37, and yep, it was the T-23 that went into the base. They're also capturing base C. I'm going to come over towards this side. Maybe I can come up behind them. The mobility, as I said on this tank, it's pretty good. I mean, sure, it's definitely not the fastest heavy tank, but it's not bad either. And there you go. Nice shot right into the roof of the Cryos for 325. Incredibly, my T-29, which is regarded as one of the strongest tier 7s in the game, has basically managed to destroy his hit point pool. But yeah, that's just a rip, isn't it? That's just a big old rip. Now we got a bunch of tanks aiming at the enemy here. We got the SU-152. I don't know if he's aiming at me, but hey, nice slap into his tank for 292 hit points, and I'm stuck on this shipping container. Let's back up and reload, get another nice tap out. Kaboom! There you go. Nice tap for 326. I mean, we're doing some damage. The team's not doing great. I mean, I'm hoping that we can come out with a victory here, but yeah, we're getting some pretty nice slaps out here and there. I was gonna shoot an HE into that guy, but yeah, it wasn't even needed. So yeah, this player, I mean, again, just bounces my tank, drives into that little crane there, and not a crane, a tractor. I don't know what you call it. Either way, he's dead, which is great. So this actually might be another win. Sweet. So we got the Cryos off to the side. Reload. Obviously with that painfully long reload and very, very poor aiming time itself, we're going to wait. Come on. Make you move, please. I beg of you, pull forwards or back up. Make one or the other. He's just going to sit here. I don't think we can overmatch that. It looks like we can, but I think that's just spaced armor. I can't pen his upper part at all, so honestly, in this situation, we're just going to aim it on the SU, get a nice tap onto his vehicle, and back up again. Yee! Turn armor's not great on this tank. It's about 180, which means a vehicle like that SU, especially with the stock gun, with its 250 heat pen, will go right through me. But thankfully, we didn't need to worry about that. It's not a bad battle at all. We were able to deal easily over 1,500 damage, I would think. Yeah, we're over 2,000. Wow. So this is the T-150. It's a nice tank. It's got a good gun. It's got the ability to slap the enemy. And, yeah, I mean, I just think that the Titan T-150 is lame as heck, and it's a sad ode to the original T-150. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And I'm not going to be mad about the tank itself. I think it's pretty balanced, but I'm disappointed that the vehicle isn't what I kind of wanted it to be with a 105 or 110 millimeter, whatever they would have given it. Oh well, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.